Ta-da! Morning, guys. Ryan Biddle for Blogging Paradise, and today, because the video thing, well, I think I'm just gonna do it going forward. I feel passionate about this topic, so maybe my arms are looking good. Maybe I'll blog about video blog on since I was told today I'm a famous video blogger. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just gonna stop and freeze and look at my fingers for a couple moments. But I'm probably gonna do the same topic for a little while. I'm just feeling that I'm resonant with that, or at least today, on my YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Periscope videos. So today I'm gonna talk about why 99%, and it's really 99.99% of the time, Blogging from Paradise ebooks are available on Amazon. No, it's 100% of the time. But why I reject pitches, and I reject them. It's like you think a pitch, boom. No. But basically, what I was thinking about this morning after my morning meditation, and that's what we do in the morning here, we meditate, and you have cop cars coming by here in Harlem World, beautiful Harlem, Manhattan, New York City. We're at in a 1-week house sit. Thinking, why do I reject 99% of the pitches that come my way? And by pitching, I mean folks that want to appear on Blogging from Paradise. Hey, Rye, let's do a link exchange. Hey, Rye, let me get a guest post on there. Hey, Rye, could you mention me? Hey, Rye, I saw you tweeted this post out about 1,500 ways to pick your nose, and I have this really good method that nobody knows, where you're in the background and you look like you're going up there to not pick a winner, but maybe scratch your cheek. But then when you're and I don't really care. Hi, Chris. I do care about you, Chris. 99.9% of the time, 99999. If you want to keep adding that, we can go pi on this. You know what I mean? All you geometry fans out there. Yeah. If you, hey, so good to see you, Chris. Thanks so much, brother. I ignore this shit, and I just ignore it like 99.9% of the time, and there's 1% that get through, or maybe it's like 0.001, I don't know. But I ignore it for two reasons. Number one, I ask, who are you? It's like if you're a big, well, no, I was gonna work in or worm in a Predator reference, but that's more like, what the hell are you? And it should be like, who the hell are you? And if you don't know what Predator is, get off this live video right now. I know Chris knows. Predator is my favorite movie of all time. It's a 1985 classic that PIX Channel 11 played like 65,000 times, million, and so did, ooh, lights coming through. So did Channel 9, WPIX in New York City, and I watched it literally hundreds and hundreds of times. And I was considering breaking up with my girlfriend. Oh, no. She didn't like Predator. Kelly didn't like Predator. We were like a month into the relationship. And if it was a whirlwind, we got married, there could have been divorce there. Yeah, the sequel was terrible, Chris. It really was bad. I mean, Danny Glover did his best. But anyway, guys, I asked two questions. I'll be here for 6 hours. I'm really feeling this today. So, number one, who are you? I asked that question, and 90% of the time, it's people come in cold. I have no idea who they are. And the problem is 99.99% of people get rejected when they pitch me, whether they want to be on my blog or business partnership, anything, any type of partnership or anything. It's a pitch. You know what a pitch is. Hey, check this out. If you come in cold and I don't know you, goodbye. And it's just, I don't know you. So I ask, who are you? And then I ask, what benefit do you bring to the table? Specifically, what benefit are you offering to the Blogging Paradise community? Who and what? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I asked those two questions, and anybody that comes to me with the pitch, number one, and I've been more strict recently because I'm getting clearer and clearer with my vision for Blogging from Paradise and to benefit you guys. So I'm like, even if I know you now, like there's a lot of folks that are coming along and I built a relationship with, and they come along and they're like, hey, Ryan, maybe work this link in there. You know, I want to do a little link exchange, this or that. And I'm just like, nah, I may be your friend. And that's the thing, like, if we've built this strong bond, that goes so far. In the same respect, though, if the bond's not that strong, and there's some folks that I'm friendly with, but I'm really not super friendly with, we're not close, there's not the bond, and they'll come along and they'll be like, hey, Ryan, I want to do this, and I look at the benefit, I look at the what, and I'm like, nah, it's not. Does it really benefit people who want to retire to a life of island hopping through smart blogging, or are there smart blogging tips there? Is it something that it just makes me sing? It would make my audience sing. They would love it. Is it really beneficial to them? So if you don't, planes flying overhead, Manhattan, if you don't satiate both requirements, then no. And again, it's 99.9% of the time, but almost all folks just come in cold. I ask, who are you? And I say, hey, if you want to, and this is how to enter the 1 percentile, because I've shown you why I reject 99.9% of pitches. Who are you? I have no idea who you are. We built up no relationship. And number two, even if you get past that point, and most people just, goodbye. I just ignore the emails. I don't read them. I read like a couple sentences, not a couple sentences, a couple words, or maybe a sentence or two, and I'm like, okay, goodbye. Or I ignore it, or I'll just delete it, or I'll send, hey, we're not a match, I'll just send it back to the person. But more folks that are getting through that, maybe we have a casual relationship where it's like, okay, I kind of know who they are, then I get to the second point. Because in the past, when I didn't have the clarity, I would put a lot of stuff on my blog, but now I'm like, wait a second, does it benefit my readers? Is it something that's really good? Because they're used to really good stuff, because they're used to my stuff. I have really good content. It may be silly, it may be weird, you may be like, this guy's strange, why does he keep talking about his bodily functions? Like, remember the bus in Burma and the bum, why didn't even bus Burma bum? Yeah, it was pretty ugly. Literally, I was squatting beside a cow in the fields of Burma, rice fields, 1:30 in the morning, and I was gagging, I was like this on the bus, I was running up to the front of the bus going, even now thinking about it, I almost want to puke, and I had to run out into the field and evacuate from the back end next to cows. There was cow patties next to me, and there's just this water. Okay, so this is the type of stuff I write about, but it's entertaining and it's fun. It helps you. So it's like they're used to this stuff, and then you come along with a link, and I may kind of know you and we kind of relationship, but it's like you're like, hey, let's talk about content marketing. It's really good. I saw you tweeted that content marketing article 16 years back, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but as a smart blogging tip. And number two, even if it is a smart blogging tip, is it on par with what I do? Is it resonant? Is it like really good? And you kind of have to look at it honestly and be like, oh shit, I don't think I'm gonna. It takes like real to get featured on my blog now. It's like you're building these strong bonds and you're adding the value. That's what it takes to be the 1%. Who? What? Who are you? What benefit are you bringing to the audience? Now, the who is the most important point ever, because unless you're Darren Rouse, maybe Zach Johnson. Well, no, Zach Johnson I've built really, and even Darren Rouse, not personally. But if you're a celebrity, you can come along and do it because you're going to be eye-popping. Or Gary Vaynerchuk, I really haven't built a personal relationship with him. It's, hey, Rye, I got this blogging message to share with your audience. He actually can get past the who. He can get past the what point a little bit because he brings such amazing, intensely, just brilliant energy. But he earned his dues over many years to have these millions of people following him. He could probably get past. But really, though, most folks, number one is just it stops them there. So what I say to individuals who want to be the 1% who get featured on my blog out of all these pitches that I get, and or want to enter in a business partnership, whatever it is, comment on my blog, set aside, I say right off the bat to folks, if I send them an email, I'm in a more benevolent mood, and I'll just be like, okay, set aside the next 3 to 6 months of your life. And then right away, most people run away. They scurry like cockroaches into the dark. And that's metaphorical. I'm not saying you're a cockroach. Please. That's not an insult. I love you guys. And that's just, everyone comes along, I still love you. I love you so much if you come by and you pitch me and all that other stuff because I appreciate it. But what happens is, I want her to hide. I want to see her hide. I want her to be on video. I know you're not hiding, but I just want to get out of the way so you can get your...
The world can see me in my pajamas.
Yes, I want that. The deal is, I say set aside 1 to 3 to 6 months, and yeah, most people say, oh, screw it, I can't do that. I don't have time for that. And like, you don't have time to get featured on my blog. But set aside that time to build a relationship with me, to build a friendship with me by commenting on my blog at least once a week, preferably twice, by tweeting my posts, by asking me how you could help me. And this is how you build a friendship with someone where you could become a who in their life. Like, I know who you are. Because that's what I did to get to the point where I am. And it happens with everybody who's an established pro blogger. We all did this too. We pay dues. It's like Gary Vaynerchuk saying in that video I showed the other day, or the post that was brilliant. He's like, you're not big enough yet. People want to get featured on these world famous sites or on any site. It's like, you're not big enough yet. How do you get big enough? You build relationships, you create the value, which is awesome, but you build bonds with power brokers. And I don't consider myself a power broker. I just type these things, or this little QWERTY keyboard or this, and I write these ebooks and paperbacks and audiobooks and course. I do that and I share the value, but I'm connected because I look for and built the network by being generous with influential individuals who are established pro bloggers. And that's what you have to do to get featured on my blog. And it takes time. It takes time. You just don't come along and leave a link and be like, hey, can I get on your blog? And I'm like, no, I spent a decade of my life building this up, building these talents, these skills. Blogging Paradise is a special blog. That's why I got featured on Virgin. Richard Branson's a billionaire. And his writers are like, we want to put this guy on this billionaire site. That's really pretty rockin' blog. I'm humbled by it, but in the same regard, I know what I have, and it's clarity. So for you to get on my blog, spend months of your life commenting on my posts and tweeting my posts. Share them on Facebook. Build a relationship with me. Pop up on my radar. And then over time, I'll probably comment on your blog some of the time. Maybe I'll tweet your posts. Even if I don't, I know who you are. So you're not only not coming in cold, but you could develop a friendship. And then from there, that's how you get your foot in the door. That's how you earn the right. Because to get on my blog, you have to earn that over months. It's just how it is. It's how it is with everything. It's why it took me years to get featured on these sites. I was doing dingbatish things for so long, but I didn't, after 1 month, get featured on Virgin. I got featured after 7 years. Did it take 7 years? Should it have? Probably not. Probably like a year or two, but whatever. That's just how it is. It takes years to get on these sites. It's difficult to get on the sites. And Blogging Paradise is the same way. I may not be Virgin. Yeah, this place, connection's a little shoddy here. Hope you're still there, guys. If not, though, I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, we're back. The sequel was lousy. Oh, okay, oh, that's right. It went back up. I'm sorry, Chris. You know what? It was a very bad connection there for a moment. And the connection here is not too great. So I'm probably going to wrap it up. It's about 15 minutes. We're going to get into Facebook, which will be probably a bad connection, but Periscope should be decent. But we'll see. This is just New York City. At this specific location. So, long and the short of it, guys, if you want that in, you want to get featured, you don't want to you want to be the 1%. 99.9% of folks are rejected. Boom! In the cyberspace. How do you do it? Be the 1%. Who are you? What can you bring to the table? Build a relationship with me over months. Comment on my blog, tweet my post, send me an email. How could I help you? Share my stuff on Facebook. And then after that, bring something that you know from following my blog will be super beneficial for readers who want smart blogging tips or who want to retire to life and a hobby of smart blogging. I said that so quickly. And when you do that, you're set. You're in. You're golden. That's where you get the feature. Like anything, it takes months to do it. Not it'd be easy to do it. And everybody would be featured on my blog, but my blog wouldn't be what it would be. And that's how it works. Guys, really appreciate it. Call to action. Stop by bloggingparadise.com. Sign up for my emails. Get smart blogging tips, good podcast, all that good stuff. Until next time, you know what to do. Ta-ta. Don't forget that I'm Amazon as well. And on Amazon. And enjoy paradise.